Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. So I'm talking a little bit quieter today because it is 9:15 and I've got neighbours. They might still be asleep because we all work different hours on board the ship. And the reason I'm vlogging today is we are back in Singapore. It's been 1 week. I said next time we're in Singapore I've got to do either Adventure Cove, the water park, or Universal Studios. And today we are going to do Universal Studios. I went online yesterday and I booked my e-tickets, 129 Singapore dollars, which in pounds came out as about £74, but that was because I did the ticket, the one-day ticket, and also the express pass. I didn't do the one that is express all day. I did the one where you can go on each ride once with the express pass, just because it was a bit cheaper. So yeah, it cost me about £74 in total, and I'm really excited. The only bad thing is I checked the weather and it said there's going to be scattered thunderstorms. So hopefully that doesn't ruin the day. Well, it won't ruin the day because I'm going to be inside the park, I'm going to be exploring, I'm going to be taking you with me, and we're going to go on some rides. Enough said, let's do it. So first thing, I've got to try and find my way to the promenades, to the boardwalk. If you watched last week, or when we put out the Singapore first vlog, you'll realise it took me quite a long time to find it. But I think I found it first time now. Yep, I've literally come out of the harbour front and found the walkway. And how long did it take me last time? About half an hour, getting lost all over the place. Immigration was really quick this morning because they had lots of staff working, because a lot of the passengers tend to get off in the morning. So that was super quick. I'm off at 9:30, so all's going according to plan. Gonna walk over to Universal now. But in my excitement, I have forgotten my sunglasses. So I'm gonna have to do without. It's very humid today, so I've got to keep an eye on you, and if you get a bit too foggy, wipe the lens. I never noticed this last time, so you might think, oh, it's just a statue. It's a snowman. Remember this sign? Didn't see this last time, but this is a sculpture. Looks like it's made out of wire, and it's representing the fact that music crosses boundaries of culture, race and religion. So you got somebody playing, that'd be a trumpet. Somebody playing the sax. And then, oh, I don't know, is that a tuba? No, I've got that really wrong. I'm so sorry. Let me know what these instruments are. I was doing more research on Sentosa Island, and there's a lot more here. There's a beach that the cruise director Gavin, he says he's been to before, which is really nice. There's Madame Tussauds, which would be quite interesting to go to because they normally have waxwork models of famous people from that country or that part of the world, as well as like the mainstream celebrities. But I also used to work for Merlin, so that'd be quite cool. There it is. Hello Universal. So I'm actually here early and there's just crowds of people waiting to get in. I've never been here for like a rope drop or any theme park. They've just announced that it's opened. I've done it! I'm inside Universal Singapore. Now what would Helena do? Get a map. That's right. So I need to chill right now because I'm going out of my mind a bit. Oh, this is cool. They're actually going to be celebrating Chinese New Year, that's why everything's up. They've got a festival they're going to be doing. But I think it starts on the 25th of January. So I've sat down for a second just so I can scan over the map. So I have been told that this is a lot smaller than Universal in Orlando. The roller coaster I can see out in the distance, and I'm still on like the Main Street bit. Is it best to just start going around this way to try and cover everything. Probably. We've got something that's got an express pass there in Madagascar. I really want to see Lights Camera Action, hosted by Steven Spielberg, but that doesn't open until 11 AM. And I think there's a stunt show, but I'm not sure what time that's on. I know that a lot of people are Hello Kitty fans. This would be perfect for you. Hello Kitty Studio. All Hello Kitty merchandise. They've got their own arcade, Hollywood China Arcade. Going old school with the racing cars and oh, there's air hockey. The Minion Mart. They've got their own shop. I love the decoration outside the Minion Mart. Look at them getting into all sorts of trouble. Just come off the Main Street bit and it's opened out. There's the Battlestar Galactica ride. But what we're going to do is we're going to go this way towards Madagascar first. Oh, that's the ship, isn't it, that the penguins take over? Welcome to Madagascar. So this way is going to be Waterworld, The Lost World, Ancient Egypt, Sci-Fi City, and then the exit. I think New York actually is on there. It was very busy as I came in, obviously because there was a whole host of people just waiting for the rope drop. But it seems to have evened out a bit now. So we've got Madagascar, a great adventure. Oh, they've got a Universal Express pass. Should we do it? Let's do it. I've got no idea what any of these rides are. Yay! So I've used my Universal Express pass to get in there. So I can only use that once. So I've used it once to get on this ride. But first ride, Madagascar, a great adventure. And I've just realised it's a water ride. That's okay, it's hot enough that I'm sure I'll dry quickly.
Alrighty boys, fun's over.
Hey, there's a party going on. We should have brought chips and dip.
Smiles, everyone.
That's my idea! I thought of that!
Come on, boys, let's do this. Who's it? Wanna go first?
Absolutely. Do something.
Of course, we're now in the shop afterwards. We get all different plushes. He's my favourite character. So cute. Some giraffe ears as a headband. I feel like, because I'm only going to be here once, that I've got to buy some merchandise at some point during the day, so I'll have a little think. That was a great dark ride. Took you through the story of Madagascar. They were being shipped off, and then they landed on the island, met King Julian. Animatronics were really cool. It lasted quite a while as well, and I didn't get too wet, which is a plus. So, what to do now? Oh, they've got a carousel, King Julian's beach party go-round. It's 5 minutes and I feel like I need to go on everything, so I'm gonna do it. I'm in, I'm strapped in. Let's see who I've got leading me. Ride 2 of 24 complete. Bit strange going on a carousel on your own, but you know, you gotta do it. This whole section really reminds me, I used to work at Shrek's Adventure in London, and we had a big Madagascar section, and then I think we're heading into far, far away which is the Shrek land, which of course I used to talk about a lot at Shrek's Adventure. How did I nearly walk past this? Shrek's house. There's his toilet. Welcome to Far, Far Away. Looks like this might be the next one. It's got a Universal Express line. It is Enchanted Airways. I think this is for the little ones, but it's part of the 24 rides. Got the flight times, the departures, Shrek Swamp. Excuse the hair. So yeah, that was a fun little ride. If I was likening it to anything, it would be, there's a ride at Legoland Windsor, which is inside a castle, and like you're in a dragon, and then it takes you through the castle, and then a bit outside, and it was a bit like that really. But I was put in the 7th line, but turns out there's 2 people already there, so I got put in the front row. It's the first ride on the front row, which is cool. It was very short, very, very short. I think it was like a minute long, but it was quicker than I thought. The Giggle Monster was out in full force. So obviously I can't take the camera on all the rides, so I'll just have to describe what happened. I'm currently standing outside Shrek's 4D Adventure. Theming of this is beautiful. The castle. Donkey singing Livin' La Vida Loca. I used to know all the words to that when I was little. So that's another one where I've used the Universal Express Pass. Just keep a list of these, because it's not on every ride, but there are a large majority of rides with the Express Pass. So Shrek's 4D Adventure. Everywhere. Are these luggage tags? We all know that we love a mug. I'm Shrek, you twit. So actually that was really nice because it was air conditioned in there, and that is exactly the same as the one you'll find in Orlando Universal. So if you've been on the one in Orlando and you maybe get to this park and you need to save some time, it's exactly the same. So if you miss it, you will have already seen it. I forgot how much the seats move and how much you're actually thrown about. It was really enjoyable though. So now over here is Puss in Boots' Giant Journey. It's a 40-minute wait time. There is an express for it. Again, we're into the unknown. I decided to take my hat off just because it was getting a bit too sweaty. Oh, I'm at the front.
Hold on, we are going through!
Another one Madsy does. So just done Puss in Boots' Giant Journey, and it was really cool. It was like based on Jack and the Beanstalk, going up the beanstalk, and then the giant goose thought we were stealing her children, and then Puss in Boots had to save us. So we were in a cart that went all the way up to the top, and then we'll see it in a second, it comes all the way around. There it is. And then a few drops. I was laughing though because when we were going on, there was a little kid that was next to me and he was like, "Here we go, baby! Next ride, baby!" Baby after every word. So it might be time to leave Far, Far Away, although there is one more thing. I think it's Donkey Live. It's like an interactive thing, a bit like Stitch Live in Disneyland. I don't know whether to do that or move on to the next location. It is 10 to 12 and I've probably got till about 3 o'clock, I think, half 3. I want to try and get back for about 4. So, I don't know, I might leave it. The next show is at 12. So I think I'm going to move on to the next location, which is Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. Just deciding to do that because sometimes the shows take a little bit longer to get in and they're on for a bit longer than rides. So I want to try and get all the rides done, then if I've got time at the end, I'll come and see if Donkey Live's still on. We are now entering the Lost World. Bye bye, far away. Hello, dinosaurs. Here we are, the Lost World, Jurassic Park. And there's also a Water World over there, which I believe is the stunt show. So let's just go over there and see if it's going to be on today. Unfortunately, it was bound to happen. Some things under refurbishment. Water World is having its sets redone. So that's going to be closed today. So I won't be able to catch that, but that just means I'll be able to get everything else done. I'm really excited about this because I've gone on and on about not going on the Jurassic Park ride in Orlando for ages. And though this might not be exactly the same, it'll sort of fill that void until we go back to Orlando. Look at the size of these! They're having a battle over the eggs. It's the first thing I come to, Jurassic Park Rapid Adventure, presented by Maybank. Let's use the express pass and go in. Just a note, they do have lockers that you can put loose articles in, but they actually have a fee on them rather than the ones in Orlando, which you can use for free. So just a heads up, so I've just brought my bag with me. I mean, it said that you could get wet, but I'd rather do that than have to pay for the lockers. I don't know why I expected anything less, but Universal, you've done it to me again. Absolutely drenched, and I need to take my shoes off. How stupid, what a rookie error. When we were in Orlando, what did I do when we went on water rides? Pack my flip-flops and put my shoes in my bag. This time, forgot to do that, so... Oh, it doesn't look like on the camera like there's any water in them, but I can promise you that my feet are very soggy. But thankfully, the floor is very hot, so my shoes and my socks should hopefully dry out pretty quickly. I've got nothing to compare that ride to, because I didn't do the one in Orlando, in case I haven't mentioned it. But it was really good. I think it was different though, because it looks more of a log flume in Orlando, and this was a rapid, so it was inside the circle. And then there's a bit at the end that was really cool, which actually reminded me a bit of Tower of Terror. There wasn't a drop, just to warn you in case you got worried there, but there was something very special at the end, but I don't want to spoil it for you. Yeah, need to think about what I'm going to do next. I got those soggy feet, got those soggy feet. I need these trainers to go at the gym as well later. Oh, why didn't I think? There are dryers here, but they are $5 Singapore to use. So I think I might just let the sun do its work. Around this way we've got the canopy flyer. In Orlando I don't think we were able to go on it because we were too tall. Or was it just because Helena didn't want to go on? I can't quite remember, but it's 50 minutes. But there's a single rider line. It's not an express line, just a single rider line. Not going to do the canopy flyer because the single rider line they weren't using, and it's 50 minutes. So that's a one that doesn't have the express pass on it. This is Dinosaurin. There's always one ride that's like this, isn't there? Like the flying carpets or Dumbo. We are leaving Jurassic Park and heading into ancient Egypt now. I'm excited about this land because the mummy ride is in this one. And it looks like, oh yeah, it's like an Autopia or a one where you drive the cars. That car ride is called Treasure Hunters. It's a 50-minute wait. Sounds a popular one. Doesn't look like there's an express entrance for that one either. Look at this! What an entrance to Revenge of the Mummy. I love that. So Revenge of the Mummy is definitely going to have to wait. That was way too much for me. And by that I mean, so they've got lockers to put your bags in, because you can't take any bags on Revenge of the Mummy. And I don't know if you have to pay for those ones. I couldn't get near, well I did get near one of the lockers, but then it said there was no lockers available in the station. But they're really cramped together, and there's just so many people in there, and there's quite a lot of pushing and shoving and things of that nature. So I just thought, instead of getting wound up by it or anything like that, I would just step away, have a wander around a bit more, and then go back, hopefully a bit quieter a little bit later on. But yeah, that was manic. So you've guessed it, I'm not in Universal anymore. This is future Martin jumping in at the end of this video, just because basically when I was going around Universal, I didn't know how much footage I was actually getting together. So instead of getting halfway through and then realising I had too much for one vlog and ending it there, I just filmed all day and then decided when I looked back at the footage I would see how long each part was, and I've realised that I can have 2 parts out of this Universal vlog. So we're going to stop this one here, and then we'll pick it up next time where I go around to the sci-fi part of Universal and ride the Battlestar Galactica attractions. So that's going to be in next week's, but we'll end this one here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!